the last scene of the day was this giraffe that we're supposed to walk normal next to, and then the thing starts to take off. I'm like, fuck. Like, so I ran to the side. You'll see me on the end, kind of run to the side, like getting away from the giraffe.
All right, Booker and Stryker with Weezer, Rivers, and Brian. Nice to see you guys. How you doing?
So good. Great to be here.
We've been yapping off air about Sesame Street and Electric Company and touring and Weezer trivia. So there's a new song.
Muppet trivia.
And what's that?
Muppet trivia.
And Muppet trivia as well. New tour, song, album. Are you guys itching to get back on the road right now, Rivers?
Wow, I think my head's still spinning from being in the studio since the beginning of the year. Trying to gather my wits, and soon we'll switch over to touring mode.
I'm not itching to get right into touring, especially the way the TSA lines are right now. But we do have a tour booked for the beginning of September called The Gathering, and I'm gathering my sound. I'm going to have the best guitar sound I've ever had for this tour, and this record is so exciting. Cannot wait for people to hear it. I can't wait to hear it myself. It's getting mixed as we speak right now.
Let's
just finished.
Hold on. October 24th, Crypto.com. That's when the LA show is. Booker, take it from here.
Yeah, let's talk tour first. We'll get back to that thought on the album in a minute.
We're not supposed to mention the album, so forget you heard that.
Pretend you heard nothing.
Know. Everyone knows there's an album coming, but I don't think we know the date or how.
Well, we don't know what it's called. We
don't
know how many songs. We know what songs. We know how many songs. We don't know which songs yet because we recorded basically an album and a half worth of material.
Maybe called the BS album.
What does that mean?
Booker and Stryker?
Yeah,
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
You're trying to interject us into their artwork? I don't think it works that way. How will you do the tour differently? I noticed there's something called an initiation week. It feels very collegey to me somehow. Yeah. Is there a parallel there, or is that just my mind thinking that?
Yeah, so the tour is called Weezer The Gathering, and this is initiation week we're in now. We're having several meetups around town here in LA.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pickleball competition, pinball competition.
Yes.
We're doing a performance on the roof of a hotel in Venice. And
we can't tell you which one because it's only for hardcore fans.
Yeah.
What about the Barney's Beanery?
There's that too.
Weezer trivia.
Yeah.
Who's writing those questions? Is it going to be you guys gathering together?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I asked I asked someone who had some of the questions, give me some of the harder questions, like, because there's different levels of questions, and the advanced questions, I did not know one of the answers.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you find that fans often know more about Weezer than Weezer knows about Weezer?
100%.
Yeah. What's the most interesting?
Except they don't know actual truth. That's the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing that the fans brought to you when it comes to Weezer trivia that you heard it with? Is that you look at one another? Is that true?
I think we have to wait till Barney's Beanery.
Yeah.
Well, he means just in general,
just in
right?
general,
yeah.
Because they know a lot about you.
So in Mexico, you released this one song, this different version where Rivers sang in Japanese, and like we did, and things like that. Did you sing some songs in Japanese of our songs?
Or
was that
I don't know.
Okay. See, he doesn't even know these answers.
Right.
Yeah.
This Weezer trivia is not going to go well because you guys will be arguing with one another. That's true. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Shine Again is the new song that everybody knows. And you said you've been in the studio tinkering. How long has Shine Again been done, Rivers? And is it something you've been holding on to a long time?
No, it's brand new. We just finished it. We just mixed it and mastered it. And, I think we only first heard it maybe 5 or 6 months ago. It was written by our drummer, Patrick, and we all heard it and we're blown away. And we're really excited to share it with everybody.
Very nice. And does that happen often when he brings in tunes and everyone's like, yep, that's it. We're making that one right now?
It hasn't happened often, but when it happens, it's great. Like he brought our very first song, My Name is Jonas, the first song on our first album. So he brought that one, and the same thing, just like, whoa, head blown off.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And that's my favorite Weezer song. Is it intentionally more rockin'? Because this definitely has a harder maybe harder than normal Weezer sound. I know you've done some hard
you've heard
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
We've heard clips of it.
We've heard
clips
what
of it.
you've
Oh, okay,
released, and
okay.
it sounds pretty turbo.
Yeah.
It's not intentional so much as the way that we recorded it was a little more organic, just the band coming off of rehearsing these songs, whipping them into shape, and then just being in a room together and playing. This is what we sound like. This is what, this isn't not intentional. This is actually what we sound like.
Mm-hmm.
So we're intentionally not trying to not sound like ourselves, which maybe some records have a different sound.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hard to do, to not sound like yourselves? Because you're Weezer. There's a sound. You've put out a ton of albums for so many years now that we all love.
Yeah, that's true. We've tried a lot of different things, and still people can pretty quickly identify it as Weezer.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It might have something to do with it that it's a Patrick song. Like, he's more of the rock thing, and I'm more of a power pop thing.
Nice. How many songs can we expect on the new Weezer album?
10.
10. Okay.
He just made that up.
No, he didn't.
No, he definitely did not.
Okay, so there's
Yeah.
10.
Yeah,
It's intentional.
It's 10.
So there's
but
an intentional
we
reason.
We don't know which 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the big tour that's happening, and I'm going to try to go to the Vegas one and the LA show. The Vegas one is at T-Mobile Arena, and then Vegas at Crypto.com. Have you been working on any new cover songs? Have any newer songs or old songs been tickling your fancy?
We got this bizarre gift of a new hit song that we recorded 12 years ago called "Go Away."
Go Away.
Yes, with Bethany.
So, how do you pronounce her last name?
I pronounce it Cosentino because it's Italian.
Okay, there you go. Cuomo and Cosentino. And this has been great, and I've always loved this song.
Yeah.
So it was not really that shocking because I always thought it was such a great song, and I think the lyrics are so digestible, easily understood, and of course, great melodies and great energy to that song. So I'm really looking forward to getting it in our set, like kind of in the rotation again, because people want to hear it.
Let's talk about the viralness.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a word.
Virality.
Virality?
Yeah,
I think
Okay,
that's
we'll
the
go
word.
with that. How did it?
virileness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. How did you as a band say, hey, this is happening? Did one person call you all? Did you individually stumble upon it? Because did it happen very quickly? Did it take a couple of days to believe it was actually a viral thing?
One of our managers, Dustin, loves using the term loud. It's like kind of an industry term. He's like, "Go Away is super loud right now," and sometimes I have to look up the phrase. What does that mean, loud? Because I don't remember being that loud.
Yeah.
But that means like blowing up on the internet, loud.
Yeah. Do you typically say that's not true first? Because people like to, amp up things a little bit. Turns out it actually is true in this case. So did you take it with a grain of salt?
I took it with a grain of salt. And then, like, first, my mind went straight to, God, I haven't played that one in a while. I remember the guitar part I came up with at the beginning is harder than you think and bizarre. And so, like, I still have to kind of, like relearn it and, like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is 4 to 3, 3 to 4. Like, I don't even know how I came up with it the way I did. It's not as square as it sounds.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm worried about is shit. I got to learn it.
Yeah. When was the last time you played it?
Maybe
Yeah.
2015.
Before that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rivers, can you just tell us if you have any memories recording that song with your band and with Bethany? Because the tune is like 12 years old now, and it sounds super fresh to me, and I love the song when you guys released it back then.
Well, I remember it's actually 2010 that I started hearing Best Coast, and I just fell in love with them so much. And I reached out to Bethany, and she came down to the studio, and we recorded the first version. Then I kind of forgot about it, and 4 years later, Weezer recorded it for.
It was our last record with Ric Ocasek,
Yeah.
and probably he found it, right? Maybe because he probably went through all your songs.
Well, I remember playing like 100 demos for hundreds of people, including lots of fans and everything, and that one always came out at or near the top. Yeah, I wish Rick was still around to see the song doing so well.
Does it?
I don't remember much about the recording of it other than like I remember being by myself at A&M Studios, I think, or maybe it was the Village. Did we go to A&M for that? Or Henson Studios for an overdub? Because I remember doing the guitar part, coming up with it like in the control room by myself with my Telecaster. I remember, that's all I remember about it, the recording of it. I don't remember the tracking of it or anything else. So that's the one memory I have of it.
That's cool.
But when you look back on the song, because it is weird when you hear it now because it seems obvious now. If that makes any sense, like that probably should have been played. You know what I mean? Like it probably should have caught on. Do you have that feeling as a band a lot? You're like, why didn't that catch on? What's that feeling like?
No, I'm pretty self-doubting. So like when a song bombs at radio, I'm like, oh yeah, I get why that didn't work.
I'm the opposite. I think exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I've been trying to get that song on our set for years. So this has been a nice little like I told you so moment for me.
It took 12 years to come around.
Exactly.
Wait, Brian, what is a Weezer song? Because I mean, you guys made all these songs, so they're all awesome to you. But what's one song that you think should be way bigger than it is for Weezer fans, or just
Weezer
the normal
fans.
Weezer lover?
God, there's so many of those.
Give me two of them. Give me two.
I mentioned it earlier. I think, well, Angel on the One is super underrated. It's so beautiful, and I love how it says peace, shalom at the end, and it starts out really intimate, and it builds and builds and builds and builds. And I have a really fond memory of recording that with Rick Rubin. The Red Album in general, there's another song called Everybody Get Dangerous. I sing the chorus of it. We tried different ways, and has kind of a Beastie Boys guitar riff, and also Rick Rubin loved that too. And then another one we did with Rick Rubin was the Make Believe record, and there's a song called Hold Me that's super powerful. There's songs off the Green album like Smile and Oh Girl. I mean, the list goes on, and then on Pacific Daydream, there's Any Friend of Diane's. Really holds up to me.
Nice.
There's songs off the Black album too that never really got to see the light of day.
Your entire library,
and then of course,
you love, it sounds like.
OK Human record
Yes,
is incredible.
Yeah,
it's one of my most proud like musical recordings. And gosh, you could go on and on. I'm sure like the whole Seasons record, we could find some gems in that too. You got any faves?
Oh, I was going to say Pinkerton.
Oh, Pinkerton, sure.
Yeah.
Like Falling for You on Pinkerton. I mean, we should have our own radio station, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Weezer, FM.
I can, honestly, I can go through his demos and find you a full record of the songs no one's heard that should be heard. And that's kind of what this record is, like going through about 300, 400 songs, and then, of course, some new ones as well. There's a back catalog of things that are so strong.
Not being musicians, it's maybe hard for us to understand being fun to play. Like, are there things when you guys look at one another, maybe it's more intricate for you with the guitar parts. Are they more fun when they're harder?
No, not at all.
The simplicity make it fun?
Simplicity can be the most fun, the most fun is the sound of the band coming together and like maybe even playing the same thing. Maybe even going, Doug, gug, whatever it is. It locks in and it just has this sound that only we can make. You know, how do you feel about that? But I love hearing like some intricate, guitar solos from Rivers, and I'm sure you have fun with that.
Yeah, seeing when these guys get really excited and Brian's just hooting and hollering as a background singer, I love that. Or especially when the audience is all singing along.
Yeah. Is there a Weezer song for you that you love when the audience is singing along? Like Say It Ain't So. Or you tell me,
that's the one.
Is that the go-to for you? Or like, yep, take it away, audience?
It's like the climax of the set. When I just take the mic away from my mouth and hold it up to 15,000 people and they all sing it to me, and it's so powerful.
You mentioned My Name is Jonas, and to me that's my Weezer gateway drug. It always will be. Like, that is still my favorite song. Funny, it's the first one. Do you romanticize your first songs, your first album the most, and are you the most proud of it because you made it happen as a band, and it happened?
I romanticize moments when Rivers first played me in the garage, and I couldn't even speak. I just looked at them like, you don't understand. Like this, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was like music. It was kind of like, might sound weird, but like a mainstream Pavement. It had that like thing that I love about indie rock, but then again, it was shinier than that, and it was like thick and powerful. It just like I knew at that moment, like this is something special, and so that just hearing Weezer coming off the speaker like at Electric Lady for the first time, and they're like, "What do you think? What do you think?" I'm like, I think we're going to be huge. And I really do. And I felt like I was the only one at the time because I was coming from the outside.
And he's like, no way.
Like, man, like this is, I don't think you know. I don't think you know. And so I always believed. And, then we tour at first, and then there was no one showing up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, God, I'm a failure again. And then it was like kind of like things just like the radio just make once big things came on like commercial radio, and then MTV started playing the video, you saw all of a sudden the venues are filling up and filling up with like different types of people.
Did you have to talk him into the idea, hey, this is going to be huge? Because as he said, he's a self-doubting human
a little
being.
bit. I mean, the whole band, honestly was to us though. Success was like, we're going to sell 100,000 records, like 100,000. Whoa! And then it was like, I think, this is going to happen. Of course, this is back when the music business you could sell 100,000 records.
Yeah. A different day.
Silversun pickups and the Shins.
I know.
With Weezer, what the hell? Rivers, tell me about Silversun pickups, like how you know of them and what they mean to you, and same with the Shins.
I don't know much, honestly. I know our drummer Patrick is a huge Silversuns fan.
Yeah.
I mean, they all sound cool to me.
They are cool. And then James Mort from the Shins. What a great band.
I'm going to know them really well.
I'm a big Shins fan. The Inverted, is that the record? Is that the name of it?
That sounds familiar.
I remember my sister playing that for me and her now husband for the first time, and I honestly didn't understand it at first. And then I was like, couldn't stop thinking about what I just heard, and so I had to listen to it a few times, and like it's like, oh my God, this is incredible. So it's wild to be playing with them now.
We go back to Ric Ocasek for just 1 minute, because we've talked to him about it before, and
Rivers,
I love getting I should say that for the radio. We talked to Rivers about it before, and I want to get your kind of take on this, because until you said it out loud to me, I didn't put it together in my mind, because I was a huge Cars fan as a kid, and to your guys' point about Pavement and alternative rock and your sound. What was it like getting to work with a guy like Rick, who was a musical genius, not only in just his music, but his production of things?
Well, when I first saw Weezer, before I was even in the band, before they were signed or anything, I saw them at this place called Coconut Teaser, and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and we had a little band. We played called Space Twins, and we were going out a lot to watch other bands, and we heard about this band, Weezer. I after the show, I was like, they sound like a modern day Cars. So it was so wild to me that the next thing I hear about Weezer is they got signed, and Ric Ocasek from the Cars is producing them, and so the whole thing just made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And then when I stepped into the studio for the first time, and Paulina Poroskovich was knitting a sweater on a couch. And I just had everything I could do not to lose it, and then Ric Ocasek's like, that iconic, grew up watching his videos and listening to his music. So, it just felt like it's like that energy of someone like, I want to please this person. I'm going to give it my fucking all. Can I say that? And he brought that level of out of you because of his, status.
Their music was so, and I don't want to say it was simple, but there wasn't so much to it, but it sounded like there was so much to it. And that to me was always
the songs.
But you guys have done the same thing. It's like, you could just hear the instruments. You don't add a lot to it, and you let it sit there. it's wild. I know there's no question there.
And I really love Weezer music videos, whether it's Pork
Yeah.
and Beans, Beverly Hills, Say It Ain't So when you're in that house and then playing with that hacky sack, which, by the way, I always pause it on the hacky sack scene because I recognize, I think, the building. Is that near like Bundy and Olympic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize that building. I'm like right by the Taco
grew
Bell.
up
I think it's
right up
called
there.
Stoner Avenue or
Yes.
something.
It's all gone now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
How important have music videos, do you think, have been to your band and your career? Because I think they've been huge for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really what launched us into like the upper level of success for alt rock bands in the 90s. Was MTV and our videos. It's kind of like what happens now with TikTok, and it's like we just wouldn't be what we are now if it weren't for the videos and MTV.
What's your favorite Weezer video? And Rivers, go to you next on that, please.
I mean, it's going to be Buddy Holly.
Oh, yes.
Just that was another like hearing Weezer for the first time in the Electric Ladyland coming through the speakers, walking into that sound stage and seeing the set of Happy Days.
Right.
Just knew, like right then, like this, there was magic in the air. Just popped into character like immediately. It was like, are you kidding me? Like we're a band from the '90s playing in the set of a television show made in the '70s about the '50s. There was something just so bizarre about the whole thing that it had to work.
Yeah.
And we already had we had a great experience working with Spike for the Undone the Sweater Song video.
Right.
Just the whole thing, it was beyond great. And then we remember getting the first cut of the video, and this is another, like, the moment where it's like, right before the Happy Days will return after these messages, and then it starts again. Remember, River, you didn't like that because you didn't grow up with Happy Days, but I remember Matt and I pleading with you that this was the greatest idea. Because that was a thing when Happy Days had to go to be continued. It was a bummer.
It was a bummer.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's just like, it was so genius to like put that in that video.
Do you remember that, Rivers?
I don't remember the pleading. I do remember the pause. Yeah.
And you didn't like it. You didn't understand it. You thought it broke up the do you remember not liking it?
No, but I that
Yeah.
sounds like something
Yeah.
how I would react.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Oh yeah, it's
It's still-
a big
we
part
put
of
it
the
back
video.
in?
Oh no, it's there. It
Okay.
never got taken out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They told you in an email it was, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. What about you, Rivers? What's one of your
He hasn't
go-to?
seen it.
Yeah, he's like, that sounds like a really interesting video.
Yeah.
What do you love? What Weezer video?
I think I'd probably go with Buddy Holly too, but I guess I'll say the second Island and Sun video, which was also Spike Jonze,
Yes.
because it was a great experience working with the animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was before any kind of CGI or anything. We were really standing that close to a panther. The giraffe was actually, to me, the scariest moment because all through the whole video shoot, you heard Spike's, his crew talking about, I can't believe Spike's using a giraffe again. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, the last time he used a giraffe, it took off and the legs go out 90 degrees and it's sort of like they just they glide really gracefully, but their legs are so powerful and dangerous. And then some crew guy was holding on to trying to stop the giraffe and like broke both of his legs.
Wow.
And so I kept going through my head, and like the last scene of the day was this giraffe that we're supposed to walk normal next to, and then the thing starts to take off. I'm like, fuck! Like, so I ran to the side. You'll see me in the end, like, kind of run to the side, like getting away from the giraffe because you didn't know how far these legs kick. And I had a conversation with Spike on the phone, like, I don't know, man. Like maybe there's another take you can use, and because we're supposed to be in all like walking, and I obviously like run away from the giraffe in this last shot, and he's like, no, it's great. It's like, all right, I'll trust you.
Sometimes when you think back to these stories, is it hard to believe this is your life? When you,
I guess so,
you try to stay away from a giraffe attack.
A giraffe
Most
attack,
people don't have that.
Yeah, you see them at the zoo, you think, oh, they're so docile. Right. They know they're vegetarian, but they can like cause serious problems if they kick you.
We cannot wait to see the tour, Weezer The Gathering with Silversun pickups, and of course the Shins. We'll see you at crypto.com. New album is on the way. We don't know the date yet. And of course the new song, Shine Again. Congrats. The song rules. And thanks for being on with Booker and Stryker, you guys.
Heck yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Rivers and
appreciate
Brian
you.
from Weezer,
Thanks
thank
for
you
making
so
memories.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.